Hey guys, welcome back to another Mesh Network weekly technical analysis. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and get yourselves over to the free Mesh Telegram group. The links are all down below in the description, guys. We jump in on British pound, US dollar. If we have a look on the monthly chart, we've seen monthly closure this week. We have closed. Obviously, it's a barely a bullish engulfer. Just about made it. Just about closed above this previous candle's wick, but obviously you can see this wick to the upside as well, suggesting that we're starting to find a bit of resistance around this area. But we do have obviously between 127,400 and the area that got marked. We do have a bit of a bit of an area. So we've managed to close a bullish engulfer. We closed above the previous candle, but still obviously just got to pay attention to this wick to the upside. But yeah, nice. Been seeing nice bullish structure. Seeing nice bullish structure on GU. GU does tend to come back and retest these structure points nice and clean. So we've broken through this previous structure point as mentioned, and we've closed above. So we could theorize a retest of this 125,700 area. But let's just go deeper. Obviously, this just looking on the monthly. But yeah, bullish on the monthly, closure above that area that I've been paying attention to. We go down into the weekly. So we've got this bit of a weekly trend line as well. Price has been coming up and it's been respecting this trend line, sorry. And we're seeing this bit of on the macro scale, we're seeing like an ascending triangle coming up into this area of support of resistance at 1.26600, call it, where they say when the price broke through previously, we established resistance before going down. Now we've established resistance over the last couple of weeks. We've established resistance before coming back and tapping this trend line. So let's just have a look at trend line before breaking through this high. So obviously this important level of resistance, we've started to accumulate. We've got these higher lows coming into this area of resistance. So it's suggesting that the traders are willing to buy it at these prices now, rather than letting it come down. So we start to see the buyers get involved at these prices, suggesting that now obviously with us breaking this previous level of structure, if you look at the way we broke it with a nice, they say this area of consolidation, and then we've broken through it. It's not really consolidation, more of a pullback, sorry, but once we've broken through this structure point on the weekly, we see a lot of volume coming. And now we've seen over the last couple of weeks, this candle's establishing, it's pulled back into this area to grab liquidity and also establish support, this area of supply and demand that we've been mentioning, and also this structure point. So it's come back and it's grabbed liquidity. And you can see on last week's candle closure, we closed above that area. And we've left this wick to the downside, suggesting that price did come down below here, but it was pushed back up. So still bullish on the weekly, and price is maintaining above the area that I was keeping an eye on. Go down into the daily. Yeah, so in the daily, we have this bearish structure. So we're currently bearish on the daily, as you can tell. So if we look at these areas, once again, we're seeing this area establishing resistance and then broken through. Now we're starting to establish support at that area. Price broke out, established support down at this, it's retested this weekly structure point that we were mentioning. So as I said, with GU, not so much with other instruments, but with pound, US dollar, it does tend to create nice clean structure, and it does retest these structure points as well. So, back test this yourselves, guys. Go have a look. You've got your monthly structure points, weekly, daily, but price does tend to retest these structure points. So as you can see there, we did create this weekly structure point, which is also a daily structure point if you look at it. We had this weekly structure point. Once we broke, prices come back, grab liquidity from there, and then you can see this move to the upside. So you can see this big, the last Friday's candle closure was a bullish engulfer. So we grabbed liquidity from that weekly structure point that we were mentioning. We grabbed liquidity, we broke back above the daily trend line, closed above it, we closed back above that supply and demand zone, and we've closed above that weekly structure point. So we still are, if you look at the structure, we still are bearish in a sense, because we've come down, we've made this lower high, created this lower low, and now it looks potentially, we could be, obviously with that closure of where it is now, we could potentially establish support once again at this 1.26. We could start to establish support here before coming up and seeing price take out these. Could see price, obviously this higher low, sorry. So if we see this higher high up here, we could see price start, if we establish support over here, and then we start to break through this area, we can see these previous highs taken out before we start to target up towards 1.31. But once again, guys, we do have USD fundamentals this week, so get yourselves over to the Free Mesh Telegram group and we update the technicals throughout the week, and I'll put up a fundamentals to pay attention to this week up over in the group. But yeah, I'd just like to keep an eye on what price is doing around this 1.26700 area. So I say we did leave a couple of imbalances along the way down here. So once we broke down here and we started to see support established here, prices come up and grab liquidity from where we've left these imbalances. So we could see a continuation back down, potentially a retest of this daily structure, this daily trend line, and this supply and demand zone, as we mentioned, before seeing a move to the upside. But this could also just be a fake out to the upside to grab liquidity from this area where we left these imbalances. So this could just be a liquidity grab before heading back down to retest these areas, potentially fall back inside that trend line. Once again, if we look just over on the daily, so where we've had this weekly trend line coming up now, as you can see, we've got this bit of a triangle platform. So we are seeing, at the minute, we're seeing indecision in the market. I've been just paying attention to this indecision. So I'd like to see price do what we've just mentioned, establish support before breaking out to the upside, breaking to do this indecision before taking trades up to 1.30. Failing that, we obviously, like I say, we've had potentially a bit of a fake out, a bit of a liquidity grab on the lower time frames before pulling back inside that indecision, and then we could potentially break to the downside. But once again, we've got some fundamentals coming up this week to pay attention to. So get yourselves over to the Free Mesh Telegram group, links down below. And yeah, quality over quantity, guys. Make sure you build more confidence just taking these trades. Obviously, the choppier the market, the more confidence you want to build, guys. But yeah, that's my outlook on US dollar for this week.